Hello and welcome to Fly East Africa Weekly Bulletin, brought to you by Easy Flights for the best flight deals to travel across the globe. My name is Twini Bella and here are the headlines. RWANDAIR launches Tel Aviv route, AIRBUS to launch its first long-haul flight to Dubai in July, and also new problem emerges on Boeing 737 MAX. And here are the details of these stories. Ethiopian Airlines opens cargo connection between CHONGQING and Sao Paulo. Now, on the 26th June 2019, Africa's largest cargo airline launched its maiden cargo service from the Chinese city of CHONGQING to the Brazilian capital of Sao Paulo. And the new cargo route will be operated by using a Boeing 777 freighter, and this will be a weekly flight. CHONGQING is a major manufacturing hub for vehicles and electronic components. This new route, and this will further foster the commercial relationship between the two economies. The new cargo route comes just 4 days after the airline received its 10th Boeing 777-200 freighter, and the Pan-African airline already has 5 destinations for cargo and passenger in China, and these are Beijing, Hong Kong, Shanghai, Chengdu, and Guangzhou. Air Senegal to receive second Airbus A330neo in September. On 25th June 2019, during a progressive meeting, the Minister of Tourism and Air Transport, Alouine Sarr, announced that Air Senegal will receive its second A330neo in September. The airline received its first A330neo in March 2019. The 290-seat aircraft will be deployed on the Dakar-Paris route, and with its two A330neo, the company also plans to start a new long-haul route to the United States later this year. Minister Alouine Sarr was pleased with the improvement of the load factors of Air Senegal, which shows growth and progress of the airline, especially sales on the Paris-Dakar route and the growth of passenger number at Dakar International Airport. He also welcomed the Air Senegal expansion plan, which included the launch of services to Ouagadougou and Niamey in the coming months. In addition to the domestic network, the carrier already connects Abidjan, Bamako, Banjul, Bissau, Conakry, Cotonou, Praia, and Sal. RWANDAIR launches Tel Aviv route. Now, just a few days after launching the Guangzhou flights, the Rwanda national carrier was at it again by launching the Tel Aviv route from its hub. Tel Aviv becomes the 29th destination of the airline, and this shows growth of the airline as well as on both the continental and global scale. While speaking to CNBC, the CEO of RWANDAIR, Yvonne Makolo, said that this is a big step for us. Israel is a second destination in the Middle East after Dubai, and we are very excited about it. It holds a lot of potential for us both, Rwanda strategically in terms of strengthening diplomatic ties between the two countries, but also for the entire network, where we will be transporting passengers from different destinations in the African continent to Israel, whether they are business travelers or tourists or religious tourists. This is a very exciting route for us. The airline operates the new route using a Boeing 737-800NG on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. The aircraft has a seat configuration of 16 business class and 138 economy class. Air Tanzania launches Johannesburg flights. Now, on Friday, 28th June, Air Tanzania launched its maiden flight to South African capital Johannesburg. The airline announced fares as low as $299 for return journeys as a way to promote the new route. The new route will be served with an Airbus A220-300, which has a seating capacity of 132. Thus 12 business and 120 economy. The airline operates the new route on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, departing the Julius Nyerere International Airport at 10:30 a.m. and landing at Tambo International Airport at 12:45 noon. All times are local times. Speaking at the launch of the route, the Deputy Transport Minister of Tanzania said that the new route is very important to strengthening relationships between the two countries and that the airline is ready to serve Tanzanians. He also hinted that the airline will soon launch flights to India and China. AIRBUS to launch its first long-haul flight to Dubai in July. With effect from 5th July 2019, the main Nigerian airline will operate a service from its hub in Lagos, Nigeria to Dubai via Sharjah International Airport. Now, AIRBUS will serve the cities of the United Arab Emirates with 3 weekly flights, thus on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. A Boeing 777 will be deployed on the route, and in addition, these 2 cities in the Middle East, the airline will also offer code share links to Beirut, Chennai, Colombo, Delhi, and many more. FLYNAS signs agreement with EGYPTAIR to add new destinations in Europe and Africa. FLYNAS, the Saudi national air carrier, also and leading low-cost airline in the Middle East, signed a multilateral interline traffic agreement with Egypt's national carrier, EGYPTAIR. The agreement aims to offer passengers of both airlines a wider range of air travel options, where FLYNAS passengers will be able to visit several new destinations across Europe and Africa through EGYPTAIR operated flights via Cairo International Airport. Likewise, EGYPTAIR's passengers will be able to reach many destinations, domestic destinations operated by FLYNAS within Saudi Arabia. The partnership provides a unique advantage that supports FLYNAS's development and expansion strategy in terms of enhancing its regional and international presence. It also allows FLYNAS to offer a wide range of travel solutions in addition to catering to its passengers' diverse needs. Such partnerships also contribute towards developing the kingdom's air transport sector. NILE Air schedules charters to Baghdad. Now, with effect from 4th July to 10th October 2019, the Egyptian carrier will operate a weekly flight to Baghdad using an Airbus A320. The new route will depart Sharm el-Sheikh at 14:15 and arrive Baghdad at 17:15 hours. The aircraft will also return, leaving Baghdad at 18:15, arriving Sharm el-Sheikh also at 19:30. All times are local times. And here is our international news segment brought to you by Aviadev Consult, which is powered by Midas Aviation, that provides tailored consultancy to the African aviation market. China's Southern Airlines receives its first Airbus A350-900. Now, the Guangzhou-based carrier took delivery of its first of 20 A350-900s, and the airline's A350-900 aircraft features a modern and comfortable 3-class cabin layout of 314 seats, thus 28 business, 24 premium, economy, and 262 economy. The airline will operate the new aircraft on its domestic routes from Guangzhou to Shanghai and Beijing, followed by flights to international destinations. The airline operates an all-Airbus fleet of 336, which includes the following: 282 A320 family aircrafts, 48 A330 family aircrafts, 5 A380 aircraft, and now 1 A350. The new aircraft brings unmatched levels of efficiency and comfort, and the A350 XWB family is particularly well suited to the needs of Asia Pacific Airlines. Airbus founding father and visionary Roger BÉTEILLE passed away. Now, Roger BÉTEILLE, who was born in Aveyron, France in 1921, passed away on 14th June, aged 97. Roger BÉTEILLE studied at Supero in Toulouse before joining France's SNCASE, which later became Sud Aviation in 1943. He received his pilot's license in 1945, becoming thereafter a flight test engineer in 1952, and that was part of the flight test team on the Caravel's first flight. Also, this is the life of Roger BÉTEILLE at Airbus. In 1967, appointed Airbus A300 chief engineer at Sud Aviation for the French side of the project. His team consists of 3 people, himself, a fellow engineer and a secretary. And in 1969, he became a formal go-ahead for the Airbus A300B program. In 1970, after the creation of the Airbus industry, he becomes Senior Vice President Engineering. In 1972, he takes his first flight of the A300B, and in 1975, he is appointed General Manager of Airbus Industry, and in 1977, breakthrough in the US with the first A300 commitment to buy from Eastern Airlines. In 1978, during the launch of A310, the first step in realizing Roger BÉTEILLE's vision of an Airbus family. In 1984, during the archives launch of A320, new single-aisle aircraft with wider fuselage and fly-by-wire flight controls. In 1985, he retires from Airbus Industry as company president, and in 2012, the A350 XWB final assembly line in Toulouse is named in his honor. We would like to thank Mr. Roger BÉTEILLE for what he did in the aviation industry, and may his soul rest in peace. New problem emerges on Boeing 737 MAX. The Boeing 737 MAX could stay grounded until later this year after a new problem with its aircraft in-flight control chip happened. The control chip can cause uncommanded movement of a panel on the aircraft's tail, and this can force the aircraft point downwards. According to a Boeing official, he said that emergency tests to fix the issue showed it took pilots longer than expected to solve the problem. The new problem with the aircraft is unrelated to the issues Boeing is already facing with the plane's MCAS automated flight control system. The Boeing officer said, and I quote, "We are expecting a September time frame for a full software package to fix both MCAS and this new issue. We believe additional items will be remedied by a software fix." FAA spokesperson Lynn Lunsford declined to comment on a specific timeline for the plane's recertification, saying, "We have steadfastly stayed away from offering any timelines." The Boeing 737 MAX has been grounded since March 2019. Mitsubishi to acquire Bombardier's CRJ jet series. Now, Japan's delay to return to the aircraft market has been boosted by the acquisition of Canadian aircraft giant Bombardier. Mitsubishi plans to exploit on Bombardier's support network and also global customer list to conquer the jet market. According to a statement from Mitsubishi Industries, it read, "MHI will acquire Bombardier's regional jet program for a cash consideration of $550 million payable to Bombardier upon closing, and assumption by the MHI of liabilities amounting to approximately $200 million Also under the agreement, Bombardier's net beneficial interest in the Regional Aircraft Scrutinization Program RASPRO, which is valued at approximately $180 million will be transferred to MHI. As of 2018, Bombardier had over 130 operators operating over 1,300 CRJs across the globe. While talking to Reuters, the Chief Development Officer of Mitsubishi Alex Bellamy, said that one of the strongest barriers to entry is the ability to build relationships with customers and support network to keep those relationships moving. The manufacturing industry is mainly dominated by Airbus and Boeing, and the Mitsubishi and Bombardier make up 2 to 3% of the $900 billion sector. The acquisition shows the exit of Bombardier from commercial aircraft manufacturing after the sale of C Series to Airbus in 2018. Gulfstream G600 receives type certificate from Federal Aviation Administration. In a statement issued by Gulfstream Aerospace on 28 June, an announcement was made that all new Gulfstream G600 had earned both type and production certificates from the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration. The certifications also clear the way of the first G600 deliveries to customers as scheduled this year. The president of the Gulfstream, Mr. Mark Burns, said the following: "Getting both authorizations on the same day is evidence of the maturity of our G600 production processes and speaks to the safety and reliability of the aircraft's design. Even more remarkable is the fact that we achieved these simultaneous certifications less than a year after completing another program, certifying and delivering the Gulfstream G500, another testament to the engineering expertise and manufacturing excellence that are hallmarks of Gulfstream. The hard work by our team, including nearly 100,000 hours of flying in our labs and more than 3,200 hours of flying in the air, shows our dedication to safety and our customers." The statement continues and says, "These rigorous and thoroughly certification processes ensure we deliver a first-rate aircraft that exceeds expectations. We can't wait to put the newest member of our aircraft family, one that spectacularly combines performance, efficiency, technology, and comfort that are second to none, into the hands of our worldwide customers." The FAA grants certification after an aircraft's design proves compliance with aviation regulations. The FAA issues a production certificate once an aircraft manufacturer demonstrates its manufacturing facilities and quality management system also meet the agency's stringent safety and reliability requirements.
Hello from Aviation. A few weeks ago in Cape Town we delivered our first route development workshop for African airports, civil aviation authorities and tourism authorities. The feedback from the community was fantastic and the workshop was sold out. You can hear directly from the attendees.
It was really interesting for me, very insightful. It was my first workshop in aviation, having been recently appointed into tourism as a CEO. For us in Limpopo, we are looking for ideas to develop new routes. So I found today extremely helpful.
The presenters were quite knowledgeable on the subject that they were presenting on. I really gained a lot of knowledge about route development.
I really enjoyed the workshop. As an investor in airports, I'm a layer removed from route development, so for me it was very insightful to understand some of the factors that impact or influence route development and what to think about and what to consider when talking to airlines.
At Aviation, we partnered with Midas Aviation and we created Aviation Consult, powered by Midas Aviation, the new company that provides tailored consultancy to the African market. And we've decided to bring the workshop to Africa again. We'd like to invite African airports, civil aviation authorities and tourism authorities to the Introduction to Air Service Development Workshop. It will take place in Addis Ababa on the 23rd to 24th September. In Addis, Aviation team will be joined by Becca Rowland from Midas Aviation and the one and only Atogur Mawake, the godfather of African aviation. For more information and registration, click on aviationdevelop.com/Africa. See you in Addis!
Thanks for watching Fly East Africa Weekly Bulletin, brought to you by Easy Flights, the best flight deal center to travel across the globe. Call Matt and you will have your ticket with you. And AVIV Consult, powered by Midas Aviation, that provides tailored consultancy to the African aviation market. Let's take a look at the headlines once again. RWANDAIR launches Tel Aviv route. Peace to launch its first long-haul flight to Dubai in July. A new problem emerges on Boeing 737 MAX. Connect with us on all platforms to get your latest African aviation news. My name is Twine Bella. Until next time, bye-bye.